Welcome to our channel. Thomas Tuchel leaving out names like Cole Palmer, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Phil Foden was not disrespect. It was a direct attack on the culture that has haunted England national football team for nearly 2 decades. England has repeatedly built squads based on superstar reputation instead of tactical balance, chemistry, hunger, and role discipline. Fans keep shouting names, but football is not fantasy football. This is exactly why England kept falling short despite having golden generations. Tuchel understands something many fans refuse to accept. Talent alone does not win tournaments. Systems do. Identity does. Sacrifice does. The biggest teams in history often dropped famous players to protect structure and intensity. England's obsession with squeezing every celebrity into the lineup created confused football with no rhythm, no hierarchy, and no tactical courage. People criticize Tuchel because the names are massive, but maybe that emotional attachment to stars is exactly what kept England trapped for years. If a player cannot fit the tactical engine, why should his name guarantee selection? That is the uncomfortable question many supporters do not want to answer.
The craziest part is that England fans already lived through this disaster before with the legendary era of Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, David Beckham, Wayne Rooney, and John Terry. Yet somehow the lesson was never learned. On paper, that generation should have dominated world football. Instead, they left without a single FIFA World Cup or UEFA European Championship trophy. To this day, football fans still debate how such unbelievable talent failed so badly. Was it because the players were bad? Absolutely not. It was because England tried to force every superstar into the same team instead of building a balanced machine. Gerrard and Lampard were both world-class, yet the partnership never truly worked consistently for England. Big names became political selections instead of tactical decisions. Tuchel may be trying to break that exact curse before it destroys another generation. Maybe he is saying, "I do not care how famous you are. I care whether the team functions." That mentality may offend fan emotions now, but it could finally create a ruthless winning culture England never fully had.
And here is the part that will divide the football world completely. What if Tuchel is actually doing the bravest thing an England manager has done in years? Most managers fear backlash, media pressure, and fan outrage, so they select stars to protect themselves politically. If they lose, they can say, "At least I picked the big names." But Tuchel appears willing to risk public anger to build a team instead of a marketing campaign. That is rare. England supporters say they want trophies, but are they truly ready for the uncomfortable decisions required to win one? Because tournament football is brutal. It rewards discipline, role acceptance, defensive work, mentality, and tactical obedience more than highlight reels and social media hype. Maybe dropping certain stars sends a message to the whole squad that nobody is untouchable anymore. Maybe this is the first time England is being built around function instead of fame. And if Tuchel succeeds, the same people attacking him today will later claim they always trusted the process. But if England keeps worshipping names over balance, they may continue repeating the same painful cycle that has haunted them since the so-called golden generation.
What do you think about Tuchel's bold decisions for England? Is leaving out big stars finally the change England needed to become champions? Or do you believe dropping players like Cole Palmer, Phil Foden, and Trent Alexander-Arnold is a massive mistake? Has England been too obsessed with famous names for too many years? Could this finally be the end of the golden generation curse that failed with Steven Gerrard and Frank Lampard? Do you support Tuchel building a system-first team, or should superstars always play no matter what? Drop your opinion in the comments, because this debate could divide football fans everywhere.